Nico got the jumbo ice cream cone at the Delaware County Fair. The amount of ice cream can be modeled using a cone whose height is 12 centimeters and a radius of 4 centimeters. A hemisphere and then a full sphere of ice cream with the same radius were loaded on top of the cone as shown. Find the total volume of the cone with the ice cream. So what we need to do, we need to find the volume of the cone. We need to find the volume of the hemisphere. And then we need to find the volume of the sphere. So we can refer to our green paper to figure out these formulas. And the volume of the cone, as we look at our paper, is 1/3 pi r squared h. Just reading straight off of your reference paper. We look over here, and the nice thing is, watch out. Do we have radius? Do we have diameter? We have radius in this, so that's good. The radius is 4, and the height of the cone is 12. So we can fill this in, and when we do, we got 1/3 times pi times our radius, 4 squared, times 12. I left answers in terms of pi until it got to the very end. Whatever works for you. But when I type this into the calculator, I'm going to type in 1/3 times 4 squared times 12, and I'm going to leave the pi at the end for now. So we pull up our calculator, we pull up decimals, whichever works for you. And we type in 1 divided by 3 times 4 squared times 12. And when we do, we get 64 pi. But we have a lot of individual pieces here that we need to get together, but what we're looking for is we're looking for the total volume of the ice cream. So what I didn't say before is that we're going to add the ice cream on top, and we're going to add that full scoop of ice cream on top. But in terms of the problem here, we need to watch out for the hemisphere. If we're going to make a mistake somewhere, it's probably going to be at the hemisphere. And it's not for the formula. If we look at the formula on our paper, the 4/3 pi r cubed. But then remember, it's hemisphere. It's half of the sphere. So I write it like that. Divide by 2. And some of us are forgetting divide by 2. I'm guilty of it. We just need to be careful to go back and check our work and make sure that we did the hemisphere. We already know the radius. We've got it described over here, so we can fill this in. 4/3 times pi times radius cubed, so times 4 cubed. I'm going to get the answer, and then I'm going to divide by 2. When I type this in, I'm going to type in 4/3 times 4 cubed. And again, I'm not going to type in that pi. I'm going to leave it in terms of pi. So we pull up our calculator, we pull up decimals, maybe, and we end up with 4/3 times 4 cubed. And let me just point out here, the cubed button is beside the tangent button. It's to the far right, and that's been something that's causing some people some confusion if you're using your graphing calculator and not decimals. But 4/3 times 4 cubed is that number there. And then what we need to do, remember, is we need to take that and we're going to divide by 2. So now we're going to divide by 2. We get this decimal. I'm going to round it to 42.67. 667, I think is what I did. Nope, I did. No, I did. 42.67. I looked at this 6 here to determine what to do to the second 6. And because 6 is 5 or higher, rounding it up. I'm going to put 42.67 pi. So 42.67 pi. And now we have the full scoop of ice cream on the very top. And again, it's the sphere. It's the 4/3 pi r cubed. This time, we don't need to divide by 2. It's the full sphere. And again, make sure when you're looking at a sphere or a cone or a cylinder that you're dealing with a radius and not a diameter. We are dealing with the radius, so we've got the 4/3 times the pi times the 4 cubed. And again, when I type this in, I'm going to do 4/3 times 4 cubed, and I'm not going to type in the pi. I'll put that in at the very, very end. But we type it in, and we've actually have already typed it in, because we've got the 4/3 times the 4 cubed here at the very, very top of the calculator screen, which is the 85.33 pi. So 85.33 pi. And now, again, as I go back and look at the directions, find the total volume of the cone with the ice cream. And on the test, I said if I don't specify, round to the nearest tenth. So that's 1 decimal space, just to let you know what's happening. Now I'm going to put in the pi. So when we type this in, 64 pi plus 42.67 pi plus 85.33 pi. And now we've got everything in there. And again, to finish, we want to round to the nearest tenth, 1 decimal space. So we're looking at the 8 to determine what to do to the 1. Because 8 is 5 or higher, we're going to round that 1 to a 2. So it's going to be 603. Let me scan this in here. It's going to be 603.2. And our units are centimeters cubed, cubic centimeters for our ice cream cone.